ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll try the left side with Etienne. A 1st down and more, Etienne. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 36 yards on the play. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know it is.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Etienne with it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Travis Etienne, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's swung out to Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Waddle.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Gano the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack.
Tua, he'll let this go deep for runs.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 17 yards that time at a Washington 1st. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Now Tua. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Love looking to throw it.
Flush to his right.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tua going to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to air one out. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Jackson now to return.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he's got some space here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Buying time to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second and goal, Tua eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Tua, the final shot before half. Forced out to his left. That's to his running back, complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Etienne once more.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, touchdown number 18 on the year.
And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Love.
Finding some room at midfield. And some room to maneuver. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Love's throws taken in by Waddle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Gano's kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Raheem Mostert
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to get a score back. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. It's a run with Mostert.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense
as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Love now. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead will slow down one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
A handoff for Etienne.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Love.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action, here's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2,